Hey y'all, welcome to Hillbilly Garage. This evening, or pretty much all day, we've been working on this one we call Tic Tac, and it's all cleaned up, ready to go. I still gotta hone the bores, but I measured them up and everything, and we got cylinders are pretty straight. The skirt clearance is less than 5 thousandths, so this is gonna be a good deal. We're gonna hit her with the flex on and get some good crosshatch in it. But these heads are actually off of Slim Shady there, and we call it Slim Shady because the circumstances that we got it were a little shady. But anyway, these evidently this motor came out of a heavy duty truck, because these are 062 castings.
Move your drill so they can see it.
But they are 202 heads, which evidently that was an option. See? So, and the exhaust valves are 1/6s, which that just kind of goes hand in hand, but 159 1/6. So they're 202 1/6s. So we got a little bit bigger valves, I'm sorry. And then you can come in and take a look at this. Y'all can see that I've just buffed on the exhaust ports. I just clearanced the bowls to match the valve seats. And that's really all you want to do with these. Your gains don't, I'm not talking professional CNC, all that kind of stuff. But at home, if you clean up the exhaust bowls and buff them up good, then you can improve their flow. And then the intake side, though, it flows pretty good, just the way they are. I did go in and just clean up some build-up carbon, but I didn't cut anything out of there because I don't want to change the characteristic, because you don't really get gains off the intake side unless you have a flow bench and you can follow all that. But anyway, so but we got the exhaust side good and polished up, so that'll flow good. And I am just touching, and I mean just touching the valve seats. I put some die-chem in there. Y'all probably see the evidences of that. And this is just a cheap kit now. Mind you, it's not professional, but you put your guide down in here, set your stone, and I've just barely used a drill, but mostly I've just been doing it by hand. Just turn it, checked it, and all the valve seats were in really good shape, so they really didn't need anything. But I know this for a fact now. But what I did notice, though, is if y'all get you one of these, you just got to keep brushing your stones. You got to keep your stones dressed up. Just brush off the little material, because you really ain't taking much, but it builds up a little bit, so you just got to brush it. That way it stays clean. But like I said, the seats are all in really good shape. I didn't do any cutting on them or anything. But with the die cam and the stone, I know that for sure now. And I am going to lap them. I've already done the other head. But this is the most interesting thing that I wanted to share with y'all tonight is cleaning of the valves. Y'all can see there is a lot of buildup on the backs of these intake valves. And they were all like that. And these were actually the better of some of them. On the other end, they were really caked. But that happens. You know, it ain't running just exactly right. But that's what it's supposed to look like. And the advantage here is the heat that is soaked into this valve on through, of course, through to the backside is part of what keeps the air fuel mixture in suspension or atomized as it's rushing around the valve headed into the combustion chamber. With this much carbon buildup, that is a blanket that blocks the heat so it's not as hot, so it doesn't have the same effect on the air fuel mixture as a clean one does. And now I did not invent this trick. I forget who did. I got it from another guy on YouTube. But it is a really cool idea. I did adapt it a little bit to myself. Make it a little more me. But and chucking it up in the drill press, I learned this from Uncle Tony. So I can give him credit for that. But you take one of these old drill bits, and I've got a batch of these old junky ones that's got this extra little rib to them. And you use that as a scraper. It lays into this round area at the bottom of the valve pretty good. You rock it back and forth a little bit till you find that good drag, and if you watch right behind it, you can see the material, the thickness changing, the color changing as you're scraping it off. And it really does a really good job, especially for that super thick stuff, because you're pushing down on the valve instead of pushing it sideways, so that you're not bending on your valve. And you can come up the stem a little bit. I do suggest you wear gloves. I mean, I can put my hand on it. It ain't hurting me, but And you can see just from the drill bit, I'm sorry, that it is already quite a bit better. But I got some 80 grit sandpaper here. And I'll move over here a little bit so y'all can see. But you can watch. You just work your way up slowly. See the shine come in. And see where you've missed. Go back and clean it up. You can watch it. It's just cleaning away that carbon. Now, it's important, you want to make sure that you hold your stuff good and steady, because you do not want to get out here on your valve seat. You want to stay up here on the apron. Now, there is always a ridge on factory ones right here at the edge. Now, if you sand away a little bit of that, that's okay, especially on the intake side. The exhaust side doesn't really make any difference. But if you smooth that little, see where the shine's coming, you smooth that little edge right there, that will help flow into the combustion chamber. Take your Scotch-Brite, just pinch her on there good and hard. Pretty as a picture. Pretty clean. That'll heat soak a whole lot better. Couple more we're gonna do right quick. The exhausts are always easier, unless you've had a serious oil burning problem, which would have come from bad valve guide seals, dripping oil right down on your exhaust valve. But this one did not. This one, the valve guide seals were in really good shape. I'm a little backhanded for me because I'm trying to stay out of the way where y'all can see. I usually hold it with the other hand. But you just watch in the spin. Make sure you get all your areas clean. Oh, missed a little. There she is. While I'm thinking about it, changing valves here, I want to ask that y'all like and subscribe. And it may not seem to be that big a deal, but and I learned, Alan Gold from Gold's Garage is the one that I got this from, but YouTube looks at this, they look at the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and they think, if this video is interesting to a handful of people, then maybe they should, I don't need it for you guys.
Oh.
But maybe they'll share it a little bit more, reach out to some more people, so other people get to see our content. So, subscribing doesn't cost you anything. It's no danger to your device. Doesn't mean that you're bound to have to watch everything that I produce. I would appreciate it if you did that, though. That'd be really awesome. Because more people watching, the more comments we're going to get, the more conversations we're going to get going. And that's the part that I love the most. I want to say thank you to all of y'all that are subscribers. I really appreciate it. I like getting comments from the regular folks. I really enjoy that. I like getting some conversations going. we've talked about this before. The reason, you know, one of the main reasons why we do this is hopefully there's somebody out there that might benefit something from this project they're working on. You know, getting this kind of stuff here done in a machine shop, this is expensive. You know, and I know not everybody has a drill press. I get that, but you can buy a drill press from Harbor Freight cheaper than you can go and have your heads redone. And then you have your drill press from then on. And there we have it. All we got to do now is lap them up. A little lapping compound. We are putting new valve guide seals in here, and I gotta lap these, and then I gotta wash them before I put them together. But I got this one over here. She's completed. All new valve guide seals in it. Put back together. All the valves cleaned up just like those. Gasket surfaces are all clean. That one there's ready to go back into service. And parts, the internal parts for that should be here one day this week. So we're going to be working on some assembly videos. But hey, we really appreciate all of you that come visit with us, throw out the comments, even if it's just say hi. You know, if you want to offer up a suggestion, a way you know better to do this than me, that'd be great. I can always learn something to be faster. But thanks to everybody. Y'all have a great evening, and we'll see you next time here at Hillbilly Garage. We'll see you. Bye.